Hey guys, welcome to my unboxing video. Right now I'm just unboxing, as you can see, the legendary dragon decks. Now I imagine for most of you it's fairly familiar, so that's why I had this video kind of speeding through everything, but I just wanted to show you the very satisfying moments of kind of opening up that almost airtight seal. And here's kind of the primary reason why I got the deck in the first place, and when I'm not too preoccupied by, and then also the Pendulum deck. So I had to do this in slow motion because this is actually being opened by another player at the store, and he's way more seasoned and way more familiar with just like flipping through everything, so I had to go at half speed. Right now we're just opening up the Dark Magician deck basically for Yugi and everything. Of course, Apprentice Illusion Magicians being like the most expensive card from this, but it definitely made it worthwhile. A whole bunch of fusion cards I traded almost right away just for other things I wanted of extra copies. Dark Magician Girl the Dragon Knight, I think is the right name. Anyway, she was good to have for like a deck I'm building on the side. And then just copies of like Dark Renewal and pretty much all the other more high-end Dark Magician support cards were available through this. And of course, like a whole bunch of skilled Dark Magicians I don't really need, but hey, I'm not complaining. The fact that this is, so much more affordable than, it would have been otherwise, totally made it worth the wait. Plus they have these interesting warrior cards, which I guess I could have been more familiar with from the anime and everything, but I haven't watched that since before university started, so I'm a bit out of the loop. But yeah, that's kind of the Dark Magician deck for the most part. Those are main highlights worth noting. Now this one, I think we only ended up opening up the other one. Yeah, because the Pendulum one was pretty straightforward, but looking back, I wasn't actually all that familiar with the Cyber Dragon deck, but this has certainly got a huge extra deck in it, and quite a lot of very specific support cards, so unfortunately I've tried to scavenge through kind of all the decks so far just to make it worth my while, and aside from like Drowning Mirror Force and things like that, and maybe another limiter removal, there weren't really that many things I could pull because it's so specific just for Cyber Dragon, but it's still something I was able to get some things from at least. Yeah, for the most part it's kind of stayed as a single unit because trading individuals from this deck is going to be pretty difficult, to be honest. But even still, that said, it was definitely a deck that's quite powerful, even for being a few years old and everything, and that kind of sums it up for that deck. So now that I actually ran out of footage at the time of when I was first opening this, it's not really worth showing over anything else aside from just some art that I made afterwards of Dark Magical Circle. But the main thing I just want to have as a takeaway is that if you're considering getting the deck and you're a fan of Dark Magicians, or of course even more importantly like Cyber Dragons, this is going to be a deck that's pretty much worth the cards as long as you can double check online for if it's worth getting the entire set, if not buying definitely reduced price cards now that it's much more circulated. For me, I'm definitely glad everything dropped, and I had waited patiently because I know at least Konami loves Yugi still, so at least Dark Magician was certainly covered for more kind of legacy support and all that stuff. And hey, Cyber Dragons, I don't know when I'm going to see the next batch of those, so it might be an even longer wait, unfortunately, for fans of that. So I'd try and get that, maybe see if there's anyone who's kind of in my situation where you're kind of stuck with whatever's left over, and just see if it's worthwhile kind of in the aftermarket and things like that. But just to keep things from running on too long, that pretty much sums up my quick unwrapping video and things like that. Certainly a lot less rehearsed just because it was in the heat of the moment to try and capture it as quick as I could, and then school hit, so editing basically just didn't happen till now. But I'm trying to catch up with that, and I've also got a circuit break sneak peek bunch of footage and all that stuff to be shared very shortly, so hopefully I'll be a little bit more on time with all that. Anyway, look forward to seeing that next time, and I'll talk to you then.